Gabourey Sidibe.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Gabourey Sidibe.
Oh, Gabourey
Sidibe. It's actually Gabourey.
Sidibe.
Yeah, but my American grandfather's name was Rayfield, and so my mom took the Ray and made it Gabourey.
My grandparents be doing some weird stuff. I'm gonna take the Rayfield in the middle. You're gonna be Gabourey Field.
Yeah. And then I found his tombstone. His name wasn't even Rayfield. I don't know who. I don't even know. It wasn't even Rayfield. I said, now who is Rayfield? That's what they called him. I said, well, hold on. That's what they called him. They called him Rayfield.
Oh, man.
So
his name was Milton.
Milton.
Milton Lee.
Milton. But that boy made moonshine. Illegal, but he had to do what he had to do.
He did make moonshine.
He did? I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
He Googled me.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. So is that your full name? What's your middle name?
My name is Gabourey Sidibe.
All right.
So Malinger is another, we are, black people. Malinger translates to my queen in Wolof.
Wolof.
Yeah, my Linger queen. Yeah. And so that's what my mom always told me that Gabourey meant daughter of the queen. And that's how you know she was a narcissist, because that is more about her, right? It's not, am I a princess? No. Am I the queen? No, I'm the daughter of. And then I said it.
So great.
I said this in front of my dad one day, and my dad said, what? My dad was like, that is not at all. What? No. Gabourey apparently it means the one with the beautiful cheeks, but my middle name means my queen, which is a declaration of my father to me.
Oh.
And my mama stole it from me. But yeah, that's my full name, Gabourey Sidibe.
That's a great name.
It
Thank
really
you.
is. It flows too. So you never got made fun of your name then, because it flowed. Your name flows. Yeah, right. Because I got made fun of my name, but your name flows. It just sounds very it's got this sexiness to it, and it flows.
No, I grew up in Brooklyn. I was very much like Nate.
New York.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Best Side.
Okay.
And so it was, no one wanted to say my name. It's, and I'd be like, you have to say my name. You have to say Gabourey. If not, then you're not respectful. Right. You're not respecting me, which is something my dad kind of instilled in me. And it wasn't until junior high that I was like, all right, y'all just call me Gabby because I'm tired. Yeah. And then even I tell people my name is Gabourey because Americans need things to rhyme. Yeah. And so I say Gabourey like cabaret.
Yeah, right.
And Sidibe like City by the Bay, even though it's Gabourey Sidibe, which is different.
Sidibe, way better.
But I get called Gabala, Gabourey.
Yeah. People just be making stuff up.
Yeah.
But one of the things I think people have made up that is kind of caused this big controversy is somehow that Senegal's jollof rice is better than Nigerian jollof rice. Wait, what a second. What happened? What happened?
You know what?
Who's jollof
If I argue with a fool, people across the street will not be able to tell who is who. So
you agree with us then that Nigerian jollof rice is better than set it straight.
How can it be better when you didn't create it in the first place?
Ooh. Wait a second. Oof. Nigerians are the creator of jollof rice.
No,
right?
they are not.
Wait.
Senegal created. You see, wisdom is chasing you, but you are faster. Because Senegal is the creator.
God, you came in.
Okay.
Senegal created Jollof.
Jollof rice. And so you've had the different ones from Ghana, from Nigeria.
I've had Nigerian, I've had Ghanaian, I've had Liberian. Yes, I've had Jollof.
And Senegal's remains supreme.
I would say.
And Senegal's it's just different. Texture-wise, it's smaller. And because you being from Brooklyn makes sense, because I was living in Harlem, and I've been in New York over 20 years. So
you was down on 116th.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I was born in Brooklyn, but grew up in Harlem. Yeah. Yes, in Lenox.
Yeah, and I would go to every week. I'd be Tibujen, Tibuyap,
Chebbijen is my favorite. That is my favorite.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Chebbijen, it's a rice and fish dish.
Rice and fish, yeah.
Yeah, it's the fish.
Tibuyap is the lamb.
Yeah.
But when you come back,
okay,
They're right. That Jollof, it rice is another
daddy
level.
he would make it real crispy on the bottom. And I like it crispy on the bottom.
Buddy.
I like it crispy. Yeah.
Do you know how to make jollof rice?
No. Wow. Why would you come for me like that?
Wisdom is
I thought this was going to be a
you.
friendly little.
I'm just saying, do you know how to, because I know how to make jollof rice.
Like, okay, well, honestly,
Nigerian jollof rice.
No, that's a process.
You know what? It is a big process.
really
It's a
is.
lot. When the pandemic hit, I had nothing to do, and I had a boyfriend who became like a live-in boyfriend. I was like, whatever. And so I started learning different Senegalese dishes, like yassa, which is the chicken and rice, and the onions and the garlic, and mafe, which is the peanut butter stew with beef.
I've had.
I learned how to cook those two, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try with jollof, and it's just such a big process. I've always been scared to do it, and I still have it.
African food, just in general, is a process.
It's labor.
It's an all-day thing.
It's like, then we put, then my mother, then you have to, and it's all day. When my mother was cooking,
all day.
my father said, get out the kitchen, your mother has, then it's just, then we have to, and then refrigerate it for a day, then we take out,
You know, the one that I hated the most was moi moi.
Moi moi.
I ran from that, and my wife.
Remind me what moi moi is again.
Moi moi
is that the fruit?
No, it's the beans. It's the beans. It's kind of like a tomato.
And it's in aluminum
But
foil.
you take the black eyed peas, and you had to take the skin off.
But that's
and we
black eyed peas too,
my
because there's akara, which is also black eyed peas, but it's mashed and fried. Which is
Okay, yes, I've had that.
You had that one. Okay.
Akara, tell them. Akara, what? And that's not Ghana, Accra.
Where are you from? Where are your people from?
Nigeria.
Yeah, where you surrounded. What's up, Dad?
I know what this is
What's
about.
up, Sidibe?
So, Gabourey,
What's up, Sidibe?
how many times have you been to Senegal?
I've been between 2 and 3 times when I was really, really young.
Okay.
The last trip wasn't the greatest trip, but I want to go back now as an adult because I really want to go, and I want to like go when my dad is there so that he can take me around.
That's dope. That's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to show my family. I want to show my kids and my husband Senegal. And someone like threaded me the other day and said, or Instagram or something, commented and said, on my trip to Senegal, when I checked into the hotel, the bellhop immediately told me that he was your cousin. I said, shout to him. I said, which hotel? Because I could probably get a discount when I'm ready.
Yeah. What has your father taught you about the Senegalese history, the stories, growing up?
You know what's funny I did the African ancestry test a few years ago just to see, and I know, like I have.
You know your history.
Yeah, I know my history. Weirdly enough, and it came back Malian. And I was like, oh, right. My grandparents are actually from Mali.
Oh, so it's accurate.
Yeah, it is accurate.
Because I always thought, I'm not giving my DNA. They might try. Who knows?
I would
what
do
they're
it
doing.
to African ancestry if
Do
you
African.
don't. Mind
Don't
you,
do
by the way, they
23andMe.
got your DNA already.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Damn.
it. They got 4 you cloned in the back.
Dang.
Don't worry about it.
Dang.
But if you
Dang.
did, do it with African ancestry.
African ancestry,
Yeah.
okay.
So why is that? Why?
Well, because they also, I just trust them a little more. But also, they will show you the route that your people took.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I want to do
Oh,
that.
well, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Yeah. Because I think when you get that history, and for me, like my wife, I tease her a lot because she's biracial, and
Ew.
and one of the things she said, she was like, she goes like this. She goes, well, you don't know what you have in your lineage. I go, yeah, I do. Mom and dad are from Nigeria. Like, I mean, I know. And so I went and did the whole DNA test. 99.9% Nigerian. She goes, see, there's a 0.1, 0.01. I was like,
What was the .01? What's the
Do we know?
It said it's South Africa, but like,
But it's as long as it's in the
okay.
continent.
yeah, it's on the continent, but
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
like-
I said they just don't have the accurate data, but it's 100%.
Yeah, sometimes they send Gambian.
Irish. What?
Yeah, no, there was none of that.
Yeah, it was
there was none of
100%,
that. But
yeah.
it was cool to be able to get that and to see how the DNA does tell the story.
Yeah.
So for you found your DNA tracking you from Mali into then
that's
Senegal.
crazy.
Yeah, because my grandparents were from Mali and migrated to Senegal.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
like, they're
Perfect.
cousins,
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, the weird thing about my family, and mind you, it came back like 99%.
Yeah.
I have an American mother, right?
Yeah.
Follow me. So my mom and dad got married because my dad was looking for a wife so that he can get a green card. He is a full citizen now, so ICE can go fuck off.
Yeah!
Come on. Come on.
Yeah!
Put that there. Leave my
Fuck
dad
ICE.
alone.
And leave everybody alone.
Right.
Leave everybody alone. People are not
Preach.
illegal. But
Right on.
so they met so that they can get married. So because my mom, like, she was getting married for her reasons, like she didn't, and then when they got married, my dad took her to Senegal, and his mom was so surprised to see my mother. She started, yelling and Wolof and started hitting my dad and saying, and it was like a big, guffaw. And what my grandmother was saying was, how did you go all the way to New York and find your grandmother? Here's the thing. My mother, when you
Where's your
used to
mother
be,
from?
my mother is from Georgia. She's
Okay, I just
from
wanted
a teeny tiny town called Lumpkin, Georgia.
Lumpkin, dang.
Lumpkin.
Sounds like no
we
black
went
people.
there. We were there last year, and the Wi-Fi cut out. Like when you get into Lumpkin, there's
Right.
no getting out.
It just goes.
But
Yeah.
it used to be when you got married, you would take a blood test. You had to take a blood test.
Okay.
They took a blood test, and they were told to not have children because they were on the same bloodline. Here's the thing: my mother, wherever her people were raped and pillaged from, is from my dad's people. Everyone on my dad's side of the family looks exactly like everyone on my mom's side of my family. My dad looks like my uncle, my mother's brother. My mother looks like my grandmother, my father's.
Even though they're from the
They
South?
are literally on the same bloodline.
Are you
And they were, and obviously colonial, slavery tore them apart, tore this family apart, it's an interruption to all of us. Interrupted this family, interrupted this bloodline, but somehow the fates brought them together in New York.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So my
Synchronicity.
DNA, when they tested my DNA, all of it's Malian, all of it's Singamian. I think that they Singamian, so it's like that line.
Yeah,
it's
that-
all there.
And that's
So-
one thing. So
Wow.
your bloodline is very focused. It's not like, oh, somebody from Georgia, whatever, coming some down like.
So that tells
I'm my own cousin.
you're,
That's very southern.
I know.
That's looking for you.